Our topic for today is Christian dating in your 20s and 30s, what no one tells you. Nobody prepared you for Christian dating as an adult. Here's what churches don't teach. Love is one of the most profound experiences we have as humans, and it's something that can shape us in many ways, from the butterflies in our stomachs when you're young to the deeper connection we form as we grow older. Love is a journey. We are all on it at some point in our lives. When we might think about the best age for love, many of us might have a number in mind. Some believe it's when you're young and carefree, while others think it's when you've reached certain level of maturity and stability. There's this idea that in our 20s we're too busy figuring out who we are to really settle down with, and in our 30s and 40s we've got too much on our plate to start all over. But are these just societal pressures and expectations, or do they hold some truths? The teenage years are often filled with intense emotions and trust loves. It's a time of discovery, not just about others, but about ourselves. Many of us look back on these times with nostalgia, remembering the thrill of our first crush or the heartbreak of our first breakup. But it's almost a time when we are figuring out who we are outside of our families and trying to find our peace in the world. Love at this stage is often about exploration and learning. As we move into our 20s and 30s, life gets more complicated. We're building careers, making long-term plans, navigating independence. Love here can be about partnership and growth, finding someone who supports us as we chase our dreams and build a life. But it's also a time when the stakes can feel higher and with more to lose and more responsibilities to consider. Now, let's pause here and look at some biblical verses on marriage. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. This Bible verse is letting us know to seek God's guidance above all when considering marriage. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Do not be equally yoked with unbelievers, for what partnership has righteousness with lawlessness? This Bible verse is telling us to choose a partner who shares our faith and values. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10. Two are better than one. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. This Bible verse is letting us know that marriage is a partnership of mutual support. 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. Love is patient. Love is kind. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Through this Bible passage, we understand that we have to prepare our heart for love that reflects Christ's character. Genesis 2:24. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is united to his wife, and they become one flesh. This Bible verse is letting us know that marriage is a sacred union ordained by God. Colossians 3:12-14. Clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, and over all these virtues, put on love. We understand through this Bible verse that we have to practice godly character in every relationship. Philippians 2:3-4. Do nothing from selfish ambition, but in humility count others more significant than yourself. This Bible verse is telling us that marriage is a preparation involving selflessness. Matthew 6:33. But seek his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. This Bible verse is letting us know that we should put God first always in every season of preparation. Songs of Solomon chapter 8:4. Do not arouse or awaken love until you so desired. We understand through this Bible passage that we ought to wait for God's timing in regards to romance and commitment. James chapter 1 verse 5. If anyone lacks wisdom, you should ask God, and it will be given to you. This Bible verse makes us to understand that we ought to ask God for wisdom before taking the step towards marriage. 1 Peter 4 verse 8. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sin. We understand through this Bible verse that true love is forgiveness, is forgiving and enduring. Romans chapter 12 verse 10. Be devoted one to another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. This means that marriage preparation includes learning to honor and serve one another. Now let us pause here and look at some relatable examples. When everyone at church starts getting married except you, that means you start feeling, you begin to feel, okay, you're faithfully attending Bible study and you're volunteering, but still single while your peers post engagement photos weekly. Number 2, when waiting on God starts to feel like silence. You've prayed and you trust, but secretly wonder if God has forgotten your love story. Number 3, the awkwardness of Christian dating apps. When you swap past someone because their profile says Jesus is my homeboy with no other context. Next is feeling like you're too Christian for the world, but not perfect enough for church dating culture. This means you're struggling to balance faith and authenticity. Next is being asked, when are you getting married? Every holiday gathering, but that means by your aunt who met her husband at 22 in the choir. Next is the dilemma. Do I date a nice Christian who I'm not attracted to? This means there's a wrestling with balance between spiritual compatibility and chemistry. Next is when you feel more like a ministry project than a partner. This means they are more interested in fixing you than knowing you. The next thing is late night talks with God about why it's taking so long. This scene is also full of tearful prayers, journaling, and learning to surrender expectations. Next is trying to discern if they are really God's best or just a good option. This means that when someone checks all the boxes, but somehow you feel like something still feels off. Next is comparing your journey to everyone else highway rail. In this, you start seeing happy Christian couples on Instagram and wondering, what am I doing wrong? The next scenario is meeting someone great, but they are not ready spiritually. This means, do you wait, help, or walk away? The next scenario is navigating boundaries and in the saturated culture. This means when you're dating in your 30s and physical desires are real. Next is trying to explain to your friends why you're not settling. In this, you're getting labeled as too picky or too spiritual. The next scenario is hearing God will send the right one when you're ready, not knowing what that means. That means, are you not ready or are they not ready? Next is watching your non-Christian friends get married first and seem happy. And in it, you're wondering if you're missing out. Now that we're done with the relatable examples, let's continue our discussion. I hope you're getting value in this video. And if you're getting value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's continue with our discussion. So by the time you reach your 40s and 50s and beyond, many of us have experienced many of us have experienced a fair share of love and losses. We've had time to heal, reflect, and understand what we truly want in a partner. Love at this stage can be very deeper and more mature, and is built on foundation of life experiences and emotional readiness. Maturity, life experiences, emotional readiness play a huge role in how we experience love. It's not just about the age on our birth certificate, but about where we are mentally and emotionally. Some people might be ready for deep, meaningful relationships earlier in life, while others might need more time. Love is a personal and subjective experience that doesn't fit into one-size-fits-all timeline. What matters most is finding love when we are ready for it, and that can be at any age. It's about being open to the possibilities and being true to ourselves. If you've had experience with love at different ages, I'd love to hear about them in the comments below. Your stories can help others feel less alone in their own journeys. And if you're interested in more videos about relationships and personal growth, be sure to check out the other video that I think you will really enjoy. God bless you.